Welcome, everyone. We are back for another Six Flags show. I know it's the highlight of everyone's week. And today we are discussing a ride, if you can even call it that, that's so... I need some adjectives. Terrible, boring, ridiculous.
Okay, I want to say terrible.
Something that should not even be there. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You've seen the title. You know what we're talking about. The Sun Cars.
Wait, what?
It's the Moon Car. Oh, where do we begin? We're going to decide if we should keep it the way it is, if we should do some kind of refurb, or if we should just tear the whole thing down and start over. So, first, the Moon Cars. I believe it opened with the park in 1971. You'll need to fact check that because we don't do any research.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid loving this, as all kids love these kind of old-timey cars that go around a track. A lot of parks have them.
Oh, yeah.
But back in the olden times, the ride was about 3 or 4 times as longer. It went over a bridge and under a bridge, and at least to me, in my little brain, it was much, much better. But back in, I don't remember, whenever they built the American Thunder and changed the, there was a kids area right there that they moved. They did some major modifications on the Moon Cars, and now it's basically a 3-second ride. I know that's exaggerating a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Basically, you get in a car and you go around in kind of like a circle in about 30 seconds, and it's terrible.
I don't even what's the point of the steering wheel? You don't need to drive.
All those rides are like that. You just basically push the pedal and let it go. But a lot of kids, and I get it, especially younger kids who don't drive, love the fact that you can ride this ride. It's good for anybody that was just born a week ago to a 100-year-old person can ride this ride. Do you know why they call it the Moon Cars? Why it's called Moon?
Well, I guess you don't know either.
Well, when they first built it, the workers mooned the guests. So they changed the name to Moon.
Wait, they did?
No.
Okay.
Back in the when cars were first becoming a thing in the early 1900s, there was a company in St. Louis called Moon that produced automobiles.
Oh, wow.
And those are the old-time cars that kind of resemble that.
So you're telling me, I don't know.
But I believe they didn't last long and went out of business. And I think Ford was the major player back then.
Does that mean, you can make, if you had, a Six Flags park that was founded where, Hyundai is, or, any of the other ones, they could be, called the Hyundai cars, and you're, in the sports car or something? That'd be cool.
No. But anyway, first, keep it the way it is. What do you think? No. It's embarrassing. For one, this is a very low capacity ride because you can only fit 2 to 4 people per each car. There's probably only 5 or 6 cars total because the track's so small they can't have any more. So on a crowded day, which is not many, if the line's more than about 2 switchbacks, you're going to wait a little bit because capacity is low. And I feel sorry for people who are visiting the park for the first time that you see the old cars. You're like, oh, let's go on that. Everyone loves that. And then you get on the ride and you realize the ride's 30 seconds. And the amount of disappointing faces that come off of it, embarrassing. We will not leave. This ride needs to be not, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It needs to not stay the same. So that's out of the question. Now, refurb. There's not much land back in there. I'm trying to think, would they be able to extend that track at all?
On the other side, go out.
I was going to say, could you extend it somehow into the area either behind American Thunder or in front of it? Because right now that pathway just goes to a dead end. It's like a smoker area right between that and the log flume.
Yeah.
It's just a big nothing. There's nothing down there. And I don't know if there's a way. You'd have to rework the entrance to American Thunder to start over by the log flume and curve around. And then make the moon car track into where the current queue is for American Thunder if they wanted to try to extend it. So they need to do something. Build a little covered bridge again. You can go under or over, and I don't know, but it's ugh,
Yeah.
bad. So what would you say to that?
Yeah.
I don't think Six Flags would ever do that.
To be honest, they're not gonna do anything. I would just say just get rid of it. Like just
Yeah. So
what's
that's
the point?
So that's our third
It's-
option.
It kind of just you can't really like
I kn-
extend it anywhere.
It's one of the few rides you can ride with the whole family, and if it's raining, I don't think they shut this down. But I'm trying to think if they could maybe relocate it somewhere else, like tear it out of there and put.
They could put it in Looney Tune Land. Or
I'm sure they could find a spot somewhere in the park.
Oh, just get rid of the whole train in Looney Tune Land.
There's really
Like,
nothing back there over by where Tidal Wave was. We're supposed to be getting a Raptor roller coaster. That's just rumors. Where the Tidal Wave was, but then there's still all that area back in there behind Sky Screamer.
Yeah.
Just kind of dead ends, and I know they own a bunch of land over there. Maybe they could do something, make the a moon car track over there. Something has to be done. We don't want it kept in the current situation it is. If they're going to refurb it, they just need to make it 2 or 3 times longer. Add more cars for more capacity. Maybe get rid of the gas and go electric. I don't know how that would work, but probably the option that we're going to go with, just get rid of it.
Yeah, just get
I know that's hard to say because all little kids can ride that and love it, and there's not a lot of rides for families that don't spin or roller coasters or anything. But the way that it is right now is embarrassing. Like, it's not even worth getting on the ride unless there's absolutely nobody in line. You can just walk on and do a little 30-second loop, which is not fun. If anyone likes this ride, please comment, because it's not fun. So either relocate it or try to make it longer where it is if it's even possible. But I know that would take a lot of work with restructuring all those.
It's just boring. Like,
Yeah.
like, is there even land over there, like behind it?
I'm trying to picture in my mind if behind American Thunder there's opportunity to maybe. And I know there's a big hill there that goes down into where the like the pavilions are.
See, that could be like a little ramp, like go
Yeah.
down and.
So, please tell us your thoughts on this ride.
This is our opinions, though.
I personally believe it's the worst ride in the park. And and it could be so much better. Just make it longer.
Catwoman Whip's probably gonna be the worst ride in the park.
This ride is for families, so it makes it even more alarming that they have it like this. I mean, I think they should relocate it somewhere else and then just put a flat ride. They could stick a flat ride in there somewhere. Put a tilt-a-whirl in there, some carnival ride that we don't have.
You could put like.
You could
Would
put
you
a,
even fit in
you
there?
could fit you could fit a little flat ride in there somewhere, even if it's a little kid ride. But the moon cars, no. But that's our Six Flags show for today. A discussion about the worst ride at Six Flags St. Louis. If you think there's a worser, is that a word?
Worser.
Is there a worser ride at Six Flags? Put it in the comments. I don't think there is.
Yeah.
We will see you next Monday for another edition of the Six Flags Show. Until then, may the adventure continue.
Like, subscribe, blah blah blah.
We are down to less than 4 weeks before the park opens. See you there.